Hi everyone, welcome to the third installment of Sahaja Meditation of Knoxville. My name is Nasli Coyle. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I'm here today to talk to you about the fire element. So in our last installment, in the second installment, we talked about how there are 5 elements. And we talked about earth, we talked about ether in the last video, and the other remaining 3 are air, water, and fire. We're going to cover air actually in the next video, but when it comes to an ether as well, as we talked about, right, that's also very accessible to us if we're outdoors. Now, when it comes to fire, what do we mean by fire? Does it mean that we're creating a bonfire? Not exactly. We're going to talk about how to use candles and why we're using fire. And water, we're going to cover in another video as well. So water is another one of those things where you need a couple of things just to prepare and have the proper ingredients in order to make that possible in the home. So why are we talking about fire? Fire, first of all, is something that you're only going to use for a very specific reason. It's kind of like medicine, right? If you have some sort of a specific illness, you're not just going to use any kind of medicine. Same thing when it comes to fire. Fire is used for the left channel. Now let's recap a little bit for those of you who might be new. In the first video, we talked about something called the subtle system. Subtle system is composed of the inner energy, known as the Kundalini. It is composed of 7 energy centers, also known as chakras. And we also have channels. We have a left channel and a right channel. The left channel, remember, it is part of the left body. It comes up through the left side of the body, crosses over at the third eye, also called the optic chiasm, and it crosses over here. So in other words, the right side of the brain controls the left side of the body. And the same way, the left side of the brain controls the right side of the body, right? So we have the right channel, which comes up through the right side, crosses over here, and continues over here onto the left side of the brain. So we're talking about today just the left side. The left side, remember, it is about our emotions. And there's some beautiful things about the left channel. This is how we can experience joy. This is how when we are really, really happy, we feel that through the left side. When we're happy to be alive, we're happy to be around people, and we feel that sense of joy, right? Sometimes we can even be emotional about it, but that's all the good side, good things about the left channel. Right side, remember, has to do with managing the mental and the physical side. So what happens with the left side? The left side can get really bogged down. We can get really, really bogged down with those negative emotions. And the negative emotions I'm talking about in particular are depression, sadness, guilt, regret, fear. Think about the aftermath of an argument that you've had with someone that you really care about, right? First, it's really fiery. You might be saying things that you don't mean to say. They come out. And then the aftermath of that particular fight is all that awful stuff, the sadness, the depression, the guilt, the regret, the disappointment, why did I say it, all that kind of stuff. So that's just an example just to give you of what happens and what I'm talking about when I say that the left side can get bogged down by those heavy emotions. So we're talking about the fire element. So how do we use the fire element? Again, it's just for the left side, the left channel, meaning the left side of the body. Pretty simple. So I wanted to show you how to set this up at home. This is a simple 4-pack of candles that I purchased from Walmart. Very inexpensive. Taper candles are going to be the best kind when it comes to meditation and when we're talking about clearing with the fire element. So what do we do? What do we do with this? We take one of these tapered candles, and let me show you some of these other elements I've got here, other items I've got here. This is really, really important. I've had this thing for ages. This is actually called a katuri. It's an Indian stainless steel little kind of container. Can be used for sauces. We used actually bigger ones than this when we were younger for yogurts, for chutneys, and all that kind of stuff, right? You can purchase these on Amazon, a pack of 6, I think I saw, for $10, so pretty inexpensive. So the reason, why do I like these so much? You are welcome to try other types of things. People have used the lids of jars. You can use that. The problem with that is that it doesn't have this lip. Plus the stainless steel is really light, and that becomes important later on when we actually have the candle on this candle holder, let's call it, and you can move it around on the left side of the body. But we're going to go over that later on in another video. So that becomes kind of important because you don't want anything too heavy. So that's another reason for this. So, of course, I've got my lighter. You obviously want to be very, very careful. Don't be around anything that is flammable. I'm outside. Typically, you're going to do this sort of thing indoors. So what do we do with this? So now, by the way, these candles, you don't want to use a tea light candle. It doesn't have, we're talking about, we want the bigger the flame, the better. And of course, we're not talking about creating a bonfire in your home. We don't want to set the house on fire. But this is probably the best kind of candle. Now you can buy these, you can buy the 4 to 5 inch candles as well. On Amazon, I did see those. I've not tried those, but that would be another thing that you could purchase if you don't want to go through the hassle of breaking it or cutting it, as I'm about to do. So in this case, we've got the taper candles, which is what I typically use. So we're going to use about a third of this tapered candle. So we're just going to break it off. Now, sometimes what happens is it doesn't break off very clean because the wick is holding it together. So in that case, you want to use a knife, and you simply cut it down. Okay, so we've got that. And now I'm going to light this. I'm just going to show you the basics of how to set this up at home. Go ahead and light that. And you're going to drip the wax onto this candle holder, and about 7 to 10 drips should do it. So you're just dripping it. I lost track of counting, but anyway. Okay. And you just simply stick it down in place like that. You're going to wait for the wax to cool and harden. So you're just going to hold it in place like so. And you can see what I mean by the flame, right? It's a good size flame. It's not a huge flame, but it's not a little flame either. It's not that tea light candle. An votive candle isn't the best either, by the way. I've tried those. The flame doesn't grow very big either. And basically it's standing on its own, right? You don't have to worry about that. Okay. Now, you're going to place this on the left side of the body. The other thing to keep in mind is if you're feeling really, really low, really lethargic, really, really sad, depressed, you may want to use more than one candle. You're going to use it still on the left side of the body. The second candle is actually going to go directly behind your left hip. Now, again, you want to be very, very careful. Keep it about maybe 3 inches away from you from behind. And then, of course, you want to make sure your posture's upright. You just want to be careful when you do that. We're not going to do that today. So today I'm just going to show you how to meditate with one candle. I'm going to place it on the left side of the body. Now, your hand, obviously now you don't want to put it too close, but you want to put it about so that you are about an inch or 2 away from it. Okay? So you're putting your left hand towards the candle. Right hand you're going to place on the earth. Now, like I said, you don't have to do this outside. You can do this at home, but if you're sitting on the ground, or if you're even sitting in a chair, you're just going to drop your right hand towards the earth. Okay? So in this way, you're actually getting the benefit of 2 elements. You're using the fire element and you're using the earth element. Okay? So that is the basics of how you set it up, how you can use this in your home. Let's go ahead and meditate. So I'm going to guide you through a short meditation. So remember, you just want to close your eyes. You can actually start out with both your hands on your lap with the palms facing up. If you're outdoors, or even if you're indoors, the weather is really nice. This is May weather that we have, kind of in between spring and summer. You can open up a window if you're inside. Listen to the nature. And also just breathe in and breathe out. So we're going to breathe in and exhale. Now what I like to do with the breath is I like to breathe in through the nose and exhale all the way out through the mouth. Go ahead and do that a few times at your own pace. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out slowly through the mouth. Now we're going to go ahead, point our left hand towards the fire. Take the right hand and place it on the earth. And here we're just going to ask our mother energy. Remember, you can call this mother energy by different names. You can call her by mother, mother energy, inner energy, Holy Spirit. I'm going to refer to the energy by mother energy. So mother energy, please clear out my left channel. Please clear out my left channel. Please balance my emotions. Please remove all depression and sadness and guilt, any regret. Please remove all of those negative emotions so that you can rise up and nourish all my centers, all of my energy centers. Remember, you're going to take in a nice deep breath, so breathe in again. Breathe out slowly. Now we can keep the left hand towards the fire, towards the candle. I'm going to take the right hand and place it on the lower left side. Remember, it's the second chakra on the left side of the body. It's right where the leg meets the torso, right in that joint. And here we're going to say, Mother Energy, please give me pure knowledge. Please give me pure knowledge. And bring the right hand to the upper left abdomen. So this is the third chakra on the left side. And here we're saying, I am my own master. I make my own decisions. No one can dominate me. No one can tell me what to do. I make my own decisions. I am my own master. And take your hand to the heart. So remember, it's the heart chakra we're talking about. And the left heart is what we call it. It's the fourth energy center. And here we're saying, I am the pure spirit. Sometimes a lot of our bad feelings, they attack this center, the one on the left side, the left heart is what we call it. So when we have those awful feelings, when we've had a bad argument with someone and we feel really, really awful, It actually really hurts this center here. So here we just say, I am the pure spirit. I'm not these emotions. The pure spirit is infinite. And that's my true identity. We move our hand to the left, so the fifth center on the left side, and we turn our head to the right. And remember, this center has to do with the relationship that we have to ourselves. Another one that can get really, really caught up if we've had a bad argument or we're feeling bad about something that happened. So here, whatever mistake we've made in the past, we want to leave that mistake in the past. So you make a promise to yourself here. If there has been a mistake of some sort that's been made, you make amends, do the best that you can, and promise yourself to do better. You're not going to make that mistake again. But most importantly, we don't want to hold on to that guilt, because the guilt is a horrible feeling. It doesn't help us grow spiritually or emotionally. So here we just say, I do not condemn myself for anything. I am not guilty. I do not condemn myself for anything. And bring your hand across the forehead. Another one that can get really heavy with bad emotions, because then we have trouble forgiving ourselves. Very, very important to forgive ourselves, no matter what mistake we may have made. Because again, we're trying to move forward, we're not trying to get stuck in the past. So here, very genuinely, we say, I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. I forgive everyone, including myself. And you want to stretch your hand. Remember the center of the palm, we're going to place on top of the head. Around the center of the head right here. The fontanelle bone, 7th chakra. And we're pushing down with the center of our palm over here. Push the fingers back. And here we're massaging that particular spot with the center of our palm in a clockwise direction. Remember, that is, we go to the left, to the front of the head, to the right of the head, and then the back. And that's the order that we want to massage that spot in that particular order. So left, front of the head, right of the head, back of the head. We're moving in that manner. That's clockwise. And here we're just saying, Mother Energy, I want to be peaceful. I want to be peaceful. I want to experience the silence within. Remember to take a nice deep breath. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Bring your hand down. Keep your eyes closed. Try to focus. Sometimes we can feel where our hand was on top of the head. I want to put that focus and attention here, because meditation's happening here at the 7th chakra here. So see if you can effortlessly put some focus and attention there. Focus on breathing in and breathing out. And you can slowly open your eyes. So that is the end of our meditation, and this is the end of our third installment. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. Bye-bye. For more information about Sahaja Meditation, specifically in Knoxville, Tennessee, you can find us on meetup.com, or you can learn more by going to freemeditation.com or wemeditate.co. These links are found in the description below. Also, if you enjoyed this meditation video, please press the like button and subscribe for more content. Thank you.